All good things come in twos. Jaws 2, Garfield 2,
I've never seen this many dislikes on a Donkey video, I think, ever.
2. So obviously Last of Us 2 was destined to be a masterpiece until the plot got leaked. Then the internet decided that this game was no good.
These spoilers basically show you that the game is not worth buying.
This game is shaping up to be a complete dumpster fire, dude. Like, people are canceling their pre-orders left and right.
I won't be buying Last of Us 2.
You have betrayed the fan base.
I don't even want to fucking play it anymore.
And it's quite fitting that both Halo 5 is dog shit, and so is Last of Us 2.
It doesn't fucking matter if the game is out or not. The story is still dog shit.
And this is why you have to actually play a video game before you start talking all that shit. Of course, these guys are small potatoes. Now me, I'm the dude off of Ratatouille. You can get past these guys, but the only way to get past me is to put Donkey Kong in the game. What sucks about always putting out great stuff is that people come to expect the impossible from you. The original Last of Us was a very good game, and one that has been very influential on this generation of story-driven games. However, compared to this game, it is like a dog's chew toy. Uncharted 4 took Last of Us and slam dunked it into the fucking garbage can. Bigger, more interesting story with better acting performances, better combat, music, puzzles, Crash Bandicoot, and all of these different types of traversal. So how do you top Uncharted 4?
Is Uncharted good? Is it a bad stream game? When I say good, I actually mean, am I gonna like it? There's a lot of good games that I ain't gonna spend 80 hours playing. The only game I spend that much hours playing is fucking Riot Games. Is it really long? Is it really long? Is it long? Is it wide? Is it really wide? Is it a wide game? No? Oh, okay. Maybe I'll play
you
it
don't. In that game, you get a grapple hook. In Last of Us Part 2, you open 150 filing cabinets. Uncharted is mysterious and exciting with a knockout ending. Last of Us is gross and horrific. It is a barrage of violence and screaming and cruelty. But it's also pretty damn fun. Naughty Dog continues to build upon their hide and seek.
Pokey, please do not ignore this. It is my best friend's birthday. His YouTube is random records. He only has 3
style of
I'm just kidding. I can't boost someone's someone's YouTube channel just because it's their birthday. I'm so sorry. But happy birthday to your friend.
Grass, set traps, trick zombies into attacking your enemies, and headshot people with your silenced pistol. This isn't Metal Gear 5 levels of flexibility, but it's a far more game-like game than the original. Levels are massive with tons of branching paths, and some of the encounters in this game are so sprawling and complicated that they could be tackled in 20 different ways. Eventually, though, you are going to get caught. Enemies can spot you pretty easily, and that's when you gotta throw a Molotov at somebody and run for cover. The less people searching for you, the easier it is to slip back into hiding. This is why I would often shoot everybody looking for me. The combat is fucking brutal. When you stab somebody, blood squirts out of their neck. The shotgun will just destroy someone's entire body. You have a bow and arrow that shoots dynamite. Enemies cry out for their fallen comrades and beg for their lives. It's all the grotesque gore that people desire from this type of game taken to such a degree where you go, Jesus Christ. In a stroke of absolute genius, they have taken inspiration from the classic game of Rogue Warrior. When Ellie kills somebody, she'll sometimes call them a swear word.
Dick.
Sleepy time, you fucking motherfucker.
It can't live up to its mind-blowing E3 trailer, but this is easily one of the best-looking games out there. The story is heavily reliant on actors and animators alike to bring these characters to life, and they do some incredible work. We've seen all sorts of US...
I agree with that, actually. Because I remember playing the beginning, and I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful, and I was in my fucking feels. The part with Joel and Ellie and the guitar and the mwah. But then the game continued.
Cities in video games: New York, Boston, San Francisco, New York, Hong Kong, Chicago, Los Angeles. Even New York is in some games, but it's cool to see a place I'm actually familiar with realized in a game of this caliber. Seattle. Scrambled. Hey, what the fuck? That's supposed to be Cheesecake Factory. This game is ruined. Blizzards and thunderstorms heighten the tension. Sunlight peers through windows of abandoned storefronts. Trees and currents tear through the city and reinforce imagery of life and beauty slowly rising out of this world of darkness.
I do like that.
People aren't mad about graphics or gameplay, though. They're mad about the story. So what do I think about this story, huh? You want to know what I think? It's a pretty good story. I haven't been this engaged by a video game story since Red Dead 2 and God of War. There are some bold twists in here, but they're all in service of a story that is still very faithful to the spirit of the original. This is a lengthy game that takes its time setting the stage and getting you invested in its characters, and then they all start killing each other. Turns out we got bamboozled. You don't play as the giraffe. Instead, you play as a girl called Abby, and she kills Joel with a golf club. How are you gonna kill off the main guy? That's everybody's favorite guy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Ellie should track down this Abby character and kill her, see how she likes it. Now that would be a good storyline. The truth is, I don't know why people are mad at this game, because they don't know why they're mad. Fans are obviously very attached to Joel as a character, and that's why killing him off is such a powerful way to ignite a revenge story. I don't know anything about this Abby person, but you fucking killed Joel with golf of all sports?
No way.
I'm coming to shoot this big dumb muscle bitch. And
been loving the react content to the black YouTuber community. Glad to see the hilarious content seeing more clout. Would be cool to see maybe some kind of collab between y'all. Like maybe an RDC or Caleb City video cameo appearance. Just my opinion, Toe.
You know, I'm just not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just say, you know, keep watching.
And that's exactly what Ellie does. Like Uncharted, Last of Us 2 uses dual narratives to draw parallels and comparisons between its characters, though instead of laying them on top of each other, they're intersecting. Ellie's story is Uncharted 4 and Abby's story is Last of Us 1. Just like Nathan Drake's obsessive pursuit of treasure, Ellie's suicidal revenge mission puts her friends' lives in constant danger, and yet she keeps taking it further. Then, halfway through the game, everything resets. The clock turns back 3 days, and now you play as the villain, Abby, who is a hardened killer that starts to reconnect with her lost humanity thanks to the innocence of her child companion. Sound like anybody you know? It's obvious they are going to try and humanize and develop all of these characters now looking from the other side, and at first you reject them. You go, fuck these guys, I don't care about them. They killed Joel with golf, except for the dog, I like him. But as you keep playing, eventually you find yourself getting wrapped up in their drama. The moment where they really got me was this sniper fight. This battle goes on for so long that you really come to hate this fucking sniper guy, but by the time you reach him, you realize, wait a minute, no, I really like that guy. Ellie's side of the story is very focused and simple. Abby's side is messy and complicated with a bunch of new characters running around doing crazy shit in the middle of a war zone. It's very entertaining.
Here you go. Whenever you get done with that video, some mind-blowing movie theories.
Trying to connect the dots between both sides of the story, and I imagine there's a lot of details you won't even catch until you go back and play through it again. A character you've already encountered as Ellie will show up in the back half of the game and you'll go, hey, I remember that guy. Characters will do things you won't agree with, and you'll have to turn your brain on and attempt to empathize with them. In the world of Last of Us Part 2, one hateful act begets another, but a selfless act can also be contagious. The story is not as airtight as Joel and Ellie's journey across the United States, but conceptually, this sequel is far more creative. So I give this game a 4 out of 5. Shut the fuck up, Leafy.
Listen, I respect Donkey's opinion. Truly. And I think he makes a lot of good points that a lot of people are afraid to make. And after some thought about the game, I personally feel like, here's the way I see it. The game and storyline, even Abby's storyline, in and of itself, is like not bad, but I think it just felt like we had such gold with Joel and Ellie, and then they said, yeah, but what about this? And then all of our excitement and anticipation for one thing just went out the fucking window. And personally speaking, I don't love the order and pacing. There's a lot of aspects to the story that I really enjoy. Even even things that are kind of like human and a bit mundane, like, oh, like relationship issues or pregnancies or families or kids or this. I actually still find that sort of thing interesting. However, I was thinking, what if it was like, what if the pacing was different? So we got to meet Abby, empathize with her, and then she killed Joel. Maybe I would like, I feel like that would have been more exciting in and of itself. But maybe that's just me. And maybe it's more of just like a what if, easier to think about than it is to actually play through something. I also really hated how I really